I'll get going and we'll miss. Okay, thank you so much. I'm just going to do a quick welcome again. I want to welcome everybody. I want to thank you for coming on this long weekend. This is the kickoff to our summer series, Jewel Training. And I'm Leanne Beckwith, and I'm going to be starting it off by talking about belief and mindset. And so I talk fast, so you better have your notebook ready. Okay. And so I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to welcome you. I was just about to say before we hit the record button that generally the first week or two is where you get the biggest crowd, and then people start to peter out and the crowd starts to thin. I'm going to really encourage you not to do this. If this is a time that you're committed to growing, then summer is not a time that you take off. Okay. This is a time where you dig in. This is a time where you show up and that you know that you're worth it, that you know that you are committed to yourself. You're committed to the growth of your business. You're committed to what you have in place and the goals that you have set in place. Okay. So you're worth it. I'm glad you're here. And we're going to jump right in. I'm going to try to keep this to about 25 minutes because I know that it's late and I know that kind of attention spans and brain power and everything kind of dwindle at the end of the day. And so I know we're in different time zones and all of those things. And so I want to keep this short, impactful, and I want to keep your attention. So hopefully I can do that. And so I do talk. If I said this before the recording, I'm going to say it again. I do talk fast, so get your notepad ready, pen and paper, and you're going to want to take notes. Okay. So we're going to talk about some habits. We're going to talk about belief and mindset. I've got pages and pages of notes, and I can talk about this subject and topic for hours, but I'm not gonna. I'm going to keep this, like I said, I'm going to try to stay on track and things like that with what I want to get out and what I want to infuse and install and impart into you this evening. And so, unleashing the magic of thinking big, the power of belief and mindset. So, today, we're going to embark, and over these next few weeks, we're going to embark on a transformative journey where we are going to explore together the incredible concepts of thinking big. Everyone's topic that happens over the next few weeks is going to tie back to your belief and your mindset. Okay. This business is all probably, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's not even 80% mindset. It's 90 plus mindset. Okay. Because if your mindset goes in the gutter, it can derail you really quickly and you can be off track faster than, than on the Autobahn. Okay. And so we're going to embark on this together. We're going to look at incredible concepts of thinking big, the power of belief, and the importance of mindset, and how this is going to help you dig in over the summer months. You know what? I said no to a couple things today. I said no to it because I knew I needed to be here and I needed to be focused. My day started early this morning. I was up in prayer. I was setting myself on track. I got my workout in, but I was here. I've been here since, 6 a.m. basically starting and things like that. And I said no to a couple things, a couple invitations this afternoon. I thought about it. I did think about it. I thought, maybe I can fit that in. Maybe I can do this from another location. And then I was like, no, I'm going to choose to stay put and I'm going to focus on my business today. I'm going to focus, and I am not done at my time, 9:30, when this call is about to end. I still have more work to do because there's sales that are happening. There's people that need what I have. And so I chose to be here and show up because I believe that this is kind of the first day of this summer. Is anybody picking up when I'm laying down? Okay. Give me some hearts and waves and comments. Okay. In there. Let me know you're paying attention. So we're going to look at these three important pillars of thinking big, the power of belief, and the importance of mindset. They have the potential to really revolutionize our lives, our business, and why we're here. Okay. It's going to enable us to reach new heights and achieve unimaginable success. So we're going to delve into the magic that awaits us when we embrace these principles. Okay. Here's one thing though. It's not just about habits. Okay. Deliberate habits usually won't come easily. All right. I talk a lot about habits. I talk a lot about your daily habits and the small little things that happen on a daily basis that compound over time and add up to big wins and big successes. But deliberate habits don't come easily. Okay. You have to practice them with real mental focus. especially in changing environments and challenging times. Summer can be one of those times because it's easy to say yes. It's easy to say yes to the lake life. It's easy to say yes to the boating life. It's easy to say yes to the beach life. It's easy to say yes, 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 right? Okay. It's easy to say yes. But every time that you might feel stuck, look at your past yeses and see what you've been saying yes to, and maybe what you've been saying no to, or maybe what you've been putting off, or what you've been procrastinating on. Every time you look at starting a new project, you look at doing your IPAs, you look at sitting down, every time you measure your progress, every time you try to lead others, you're doing coaching calls, you've got a team to lead, to inspire, to pour into. You must deliberately think about high performance habits. What is it that you're doing on a daily basis? Okay. You'll have to use them as a checklist, almost like a pilot. Okay. A pre flight checklist before every takeoff. I believe it's a good thing. Okay. I don't want you getting ahead unconsciously, reactively, or compulsively. Okay. I want you to know what you need to do to win. I want you to do it with full intention and with purpose. Okay. That's what you're here for, is to be intentional and to fulfill purpose. That way, you are the captain of your own fate. You're not slave to impulses. You're not slave to saying yes to the whim or the friend that says, hey, let's go have lunch. Hey, let's go skip out today. Hey, let's go do this. Let's go shopping. Let's go get our nails done. I'm not saying any of that's bad. But if you're not intentional over the next few months with your business, you will find that you're losing momentum, and it will be an uphill battle come September. I will tell you that. Okay. I have seen it happen way too much. Okay. So I want you in charge. I want you conscious and clear about what you're doing and where you're going. So you can have your best performance, that you can indulge in being the best version of who you are. And you can help others get there as well, because you can't lead people where you have not gone. Okay. It's going to take a lot of work to deploy the high performance habits that you're going to learn over the next few weeks. Okay. But don't shy away from the effort. Don't back away. All right. Don't back away from the effort of that. When you knock on the door of opportunity, don't be surprised that it is work who answers. Okay. When you knock on that door and you're asking for things, you're praying for things, you're hoping that God's going to move and the door is going to swing wide open. Guess what? Faith without works is dead. All right. It's going to be likely work that is going to be on the other side of that opportunity that opens. I want you to grant yourself permission. Okay. Beyond habits, beyond anything else, what is something that holds most people back? Here's what I found, is that many people simply feed their feelings of undeservingness, of unworthiness, of being not ready to rise to the occasion or not ready to rise to the next level. They feed these feelings, and those feelings are lying to them. Okay. That is negative thinking, negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, which we're going to uncover some of that tonight. They question their value, or they await for some external validation, right? Some promotion, some certificate, some upline, sideline to recognize them, to give them permission to go and live the life that they want to live. But I want you to grant yourself permission on night one. Before they start playing a bigger game, you need to grant yourself permission. Grant yourself permission tonight. Okay. You deserve extraordinary, extraordinary, extraordinary. However you want to say it, I always add the extra. There is extra on your ordinary. You need to grant yourself permission for extraordinary success, just as much as anyone else. Okay. You don't need anyone else's permission to start living the life on your terms and living your life, the life of your dreams. Okay. You just need a plan. All right. You need a plan. And I promise you that over the next few weeks, you're going to get that. Okay. Sometimes people haven't sought out brighter success in their lives because they're surrounded by people who say, why can't you just be happy with what you have? Anybody ever heard that before? Why can't you just be happy with what you have? Why can't you just sit and content and be content? Why can't you just be okay with the good life? The good is the enemy of great, okay? And so many people sit there, those who don't understand high performers, those who don't understand big dreamers, those who don't understand the ones that have belief that they can just do something different. They can think outside the box, that they can grow something beyond themselves, that they might be able to impact thousands of individuals, thousands and thousands, and change lives dramatically. Are you just there? Are you crazy enough to dare it? Are you crazy enough to dream it? I dare you to dream that. I dare you to dream bigger. You know, whatever your dream is, I want you to like multiply it, like go double, okay? Go, triple that dream, whatever it is, all right? Wherever you think you should end. Okay, I'm gonna stop right now for 1 second. I want you to write down on your paper right now. We are 6 months left, right? 6 months left of 2023. You might not be where you thought you were going to be 6 months in, but you are here today. You showed up tonight. Okay. You showed up tonight. So I want you to write down on your paper where you want to be. And we're all in plexus. Okay. So this is, I am preaching to the choir here. I want you to write down where you want to be. Okay. The end of this year. Let's write a rank. Let's write a point value. Okay. So if you write a point value of, I want to be at 500 points because that's Ruby. If you write senior gold, I want to be at 250 points because that's senior gold. I want to be at senior Ruby. I want to be at emerald. Okay. You got it? Everybody got it? Yep. Nod your heads. Give me a thumb up. Okay. All of that. I'm going to go into my bigger screen here just for 1 sec. Okay. There we go. I want you to double it. Now you're going to double it. You're going to double it. Scratch it out, scratch it out, scratch it out, and double it. No. So some of you are looking at me like, oh, I can't do that. That's like hairy, scary, crazy, audacious goal. Yeah, scratch it out like so where you can't even see it, and you're going to double it. Okay? That is now your new goal for where you want to be the end of 2023. Okay? Kristen says, double down. Yes. If you double down this summer, I guarantee you're going to be so much closer to that goal than if you check out this summer. Okay. So you can give yourself permission to be wildly happy with what you have. You absolutely can. But I'm going to challenge you to strive for more. Not in an unhealthy way. We're not striving in an unhealthy way, but I want you to give yourself permission, okay? You have permission to strive and to grow and to contribute so that you don't ever have to let anyone discourage you from your ambition for a better life, okay? Don't minimize yourself or your dreams for any reason or for anyone. Don't minimize that, okay? It's okay to want more. Ooh, some of you right there, I can feel that where it's like a resistance almost, where it's like, oh, I've never been able to give myself permission to want more. Woo, come on. I can feel that right now. I can feel it in the atmosphere, in the airways, that many of you have never had the ability to give yourself permission to dream bigger. And that's where I cut off the lies that have been spoken over your life from childhood. I cut off the lies of the enemy where somebody has spoken and tried to dumb you down. You were built for greatness. You were built for more. That seed of greatness on the inside of you is about to come forth. You just have to water it. So you've got to give yourself permission to live in greatness. You've got to give yourself permission to expand yourself beyond what you're living right now, because you were created for more. You were not created for the mediocre life. You were not created to live in mediocrity. You were not created for it. It doesn't matter where you came from, what side of the tracks you came from, what race you are, what family. If you're the first one to finish college, or you've never finished college, you've never even gotten a grade 8 graduation, it does not matter. You were created for greatness. You were created for more. You were absolutely created for it. So you need to give yourself permission to live outside the expectations of someone else. Woo! I break expectations that somebody else has put on you. Okay? We are breaking some chains tonight. I'm breaking limits that have held you back because I want you to have permission to live the life that you were created to live. Come on, Jonia. Yes, we break those chains. We break the chains that have held you back because you were destined for greatness. You were destined for freedom. Yes, Cindy, you were destined for freedom. You were destined to live beyond what you're living right now. You know why? Because there's other people that are waiting for you. There's other ones that are waiting for you to step into what you were destined for. Okay? So I'm giving you permission to dream a little bigger tonight. Okay? So let me repeat this for you. You can be wildly happy with what you have and still strive and grow and contribute. You don't have to let anyone discourage you from your ambition to live a better life. Do not minimize yourself or your ambitions. Do not minimize your dreams. It's okay that you want more. Give yourself permission to want more and to dream bigger. Don't fear your new ambitions. We break fear in this place. I break fear over each and every one of you because fear cannot operate where faith operates. And your faith is going to be expanded and extended tonight because you're going to go into a new realm. You're going to stretch out your tent pegs to expand your territory, to expand your level of increase, to expand the people that are drawn to you, okay? Just understand that when you reach for these new dreams with more focus, more elegance, and a satisfaction that you didn't have last time, you're stepping into a whole new season. You're stepping into the summer season of training, okay? So you've got to follow the outline that we're laying for you here in these next few weeks, all right? And give yourself permission. Give yourself permission, okay? So let's look at expanding our horizons, all right? I want to encourage you as individuals to set audacious goals, which I think you just did by setting that down on paper. I think you just set Melissa Eigenhorst would say, a big, hairy, audacious, scary goal. I think that's what she says. And so I encourage you to look at that piece of paper that you just wrote that goal down, and I made you scratch it out and double it. You're going to put that up on your vision board. You're going to put that up on your fridge, your mirror, wherever it is that you're going to see it daily, okay? Set goals and push past your comfort zone. Nothing great really happens inside a comfort zone, let me just tell you, because it doesn't take faith to operate inside your comfort zone, all right? And if you can do it on your own, it's not big enough. It's just not big enough. If you can do it on your own and accomplish it on your own, well, good for you. Good for you. But that's not the type of crowd I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to a type of crowd who needs a team of people, who needs a big God backing them, behind them, that is going to have, that there's clear paths are going to be made. Opportunities are going to come. People are going to come that you're going to shake your head and say, where did they come from? How did this happen? What in the world did I do to get inside this room? How did I get on this platform? You're going to have those types of experiences when you start to expand your faith, when you start to believe in yourself and start to build the belief and the mindset that is going to propel you into something that you're destined for. Okay? I want you to dream bigger. All right? This summer is about dreaming. Step into a dream that you've never even dreamt before. Envision a brighter future. Cultivate it with an optimistic mindset that believes the endless possibilities. Get around somebody else who believes just as big as you do. If you're around some naysayers, then you might have to cut off some people from your circle, okay? Because this is about a summer of faith. This is about a summer of dreaming. This is about a summer of believing in yourself, that you're about to do the impossible. Okay, you're about to step out into the unexpected. You're about to get out of your boat and start to walk on water. Okay, there are some of you who you are going to step out of the boat and you're going to start to dream. Okay, there's dreams inside of people that maybe you've been pushing down. You've been putting a lid on, that you have kind of dumbed down, that maybe you've forgotten about. There's dreams of, orphanages. There's dreams of rescuing sex traffickers. We're not just talking about Plexus, y'all, okay? And I am in the South now, so I can say y'all, and I'll say all y'all, okay? We're not just talking Plexus, all right? This is a platform that you've been given to give back. One of the taglines is, we're blessed to be a blessing. How are you going to be a blessing? How are you going to think beyond yourself and your four walls? This opportunity was not brought to you just to pay your bills. Come on. It was not brought to you just to pay off your mortgage. Come on. What about paying somebody else's house? What about buying somebody else a car that's in need? What about funding an orphanage? What about rescuing some kids out of sex trafficking? What about putting up a home for women who need a place to stay, and a house and a home to bring them off the streets? Come on. That's what we're put here for. We're put here for purpose. We're put here for greater than ourselves. And so if you're thinking just about your family, you're thinking way too small. You're thinking way too small. So put out some big, hairy, audacious goals, okay? I want you to overcome some limiting beliefs. First, you have to identify them, okay? You've got to identify, guys, I'm going to go, I'm not keeping it 25 minutes. Is this okay? I'm going to take some more time tonight. You all still with me? Is it okay if I take a few more minutes? All right. I want you to look at identifying, okay? Identifying and challenging self-imposed limitations that hinder your personal growth. This is some deep work. You're going to have to dig deep into your heart. You're going to have to look and say, identify. How about you expose, okay? Expose what's in me that is limiting me. Expose the self-imposed limitations that are hindering my personal growth. Because being a self-aware leader is one of the greatest things that you'll come into. That's one of the greatest callings you'll step into, is being a self-aware leader. I want you encouraging individuals to replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. How are you going to do that? You've got to have the mindset first. So if you've got a negative mindset and you've got a negative tendency, let me just ask you what fruit you're reaping right now. I'll guarantee you it's from what you spoke yesterday, or what you spoke last week, what you spoke a month ago. So if you don't like the fruit that you're eating right now, you better look at what you are speaking. Okay? So encourage yourself and others with replacing the negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Recognize that thinking big leads to enhanced self-confidence and resilience. Oh, can we just talk about some resilience? Can we talk about some resilience? Because see, the grass is not greener on the other side. The grass, I know you've heard this, the grass is greener where you water it, okay? Let's just talk about some sticking power. Let's just talk about not thinking that everything's going to be handed to us, okay? Not thinking it's going to be an easy road, because I'll guarantee you this, if you go through some tests and trials, because you can't have a testimony without a test. And if you go through some tests and trials, let me tell you that you're going to have the ability to minister and the ability to speak into other people's lives if you've got some substance. If you've got some tests and trials that you have gone through, you're going to have the ability to speak into others, okay? We want to look at cultivating a growth mindset, embracing failure. How many were at convention? Let me show you. Let me see your hands. Let me see you nodding. Okay. What did John Maxwell say? Number one leader, not coming from me. Okay. Don't take my word for it. Take John Maxwell. He's like the number one leadership trainer in the entire world right now. Okay. Embrace failure. Failure is what will lead you to success. Failure is like a swear word in most people's mouths. They don't want to say it. They don't want to think it. They don't want to hear it. Okay. How about we change the narrative on it? Failure is going to be okay. That does not mean the end. Failure is not the end. It's a part of your journey to success. Okay. How about we embrace failure as an opportunity for growth and learning? What if you can look at it not necessarily as failure, but as a learning opportunity? What did I learn from this? Well, how am I going to grow from this? What will I not do next time? Okay. How can I change this? Fostering a mindset that is open to new ideas, embraces change. That's another kind of dirty word where most people don't like change, right? We are in an ever-changing world. You're going to have to adapt. You're going to have to tap into creativity. You're going to have to look at your mindset and say, and ask yourself some questions. What do I need to do to pivot? We've all had some pivoting times in the last 3 years, but what happens in your business on a monthly basis where you can tap into creativity and say, how do I need to pivot with this? How do I need to pivot with the company's promotion? How can I add my spin on it? How can I come up with a creative idea? Oh no, the reset 66 PV. What are we ever gonna do? Come up with a solution. Be the brilliant one that comes up with a solution, and you put a package together that doesn't even exist. And all of a sudden people think you're brilliant. Well, because you are. You've got a creative mind. Just tap into it. Tap into the brilliance that you were given, okay? Encourage a lifelong commitment to personal and professional development. Encourage yourself in this. Encourage yourself with a lifelong commitment. It's not a sprint, okay? It's not a sprint. You're on a marathon journey. You're on a marathon journey. This is the best profession that is out there. And it is a personal development program with a paycheck, okay? And everybody's journey is different, okay? So you cannot compare. You have to be the horse who puts his blinders on and you get out of the stall and you start running your race, but don't start going, what's happening over there? What's going on over there? Okay, keep your blinders on. It's your journey. Yes, you can have support and encourage each other who are running the race with you, but don't start comparing because you have no idea the shoes that they walked in the season before in order to get to where they are. Okay, and so let's look at harnessing your subconscious mind, understanding the influence of belief systems on our thoughts and our actions, exploring techniques, tapping into the power of the subconscious mind. And that's a whole nother training on that. But discussing and looking at the role of visualization and the power of positive thinking and self-talk. Now, that's not the end all be all, but I will guarantee you this, that you have to see it here before you're going to see it here. You're going to have to see it up here first. Okay. You're going to have to see it in your mind first before you're going to see it in the natural. So I would encourage you that on a daily basis, a few times a week, that you are spending time. Okay. You are spending time. It might just be 5 minutes, but I want you to envision your best day. I want you to envision 6 months from now, ending 2023. You know what happened? I've got it right here. I put it in a book. It's crazy sometimes how timing works, right? November of 2022, I was at Leaders of Excellence. Guess what showed up in the mail just 2 days ago? The letter I wrote to myself. Like, what's that, 8 months? It took 8 months to make its way to me, right? I had totally forgot about it. But I was like, oh, let me read what I'm writing to myself. And it was dated for November of 2023. And I'm like, oh, I kind of forgot that I had declared this. I kind of forgot that I had envisioned this. I kind of forgot that this is where I'm going. And so it kind of recalibrated me. It realigned me to say, ooh, okay, I'm on a timeline here. Let's get cracking because I've got a few things that need to be accomplished in the next few months. Okay, so visualization is powerful. Take time daily or take time at least a few times a week where you are setting aside solitude time where you are envisioning your best life. You're envisioning the end of 2023. You're envisioning yourself on that stage. You're envisioning yourself with the keys to an orphanage. You're envisioning whatever it is. Take time because the power of visualization is powerful. You've got to look at highlighting the correlation between belief in oneself and achieving success, building your self-confidence, okay? Sharing strategies to boost self-confidence and banish self-doubt. Absolutely. What are some things that you can do? What are some strategies? So yes, it's great to have some sideline sisters and it's great to have some upline and downline support and all of those things that you can build confidence and you can banish self-doubt. You need somebody that will kick you in the butt sometimes or that'll slap you upside the head and say, excuse me? You need to stop talking like that. Is that the fruit that you want to see tomorrow? No, I love you, sis. But listen, your speech does not line up with where you're going. And I'm just bold enough to tell you that. Okay. Now we can have a pity party for a couple minutes or whatever. And if you need to have an ear and vent and everything, I'll be here for that. And then I'll go, okay, get off my shoulder and let's get back to work and let's get your mindset right. And let's get on the path of where you're destined to be. Okay. I love y'all, but I'm going to give you some tough love too. Okay. So, what about overcoming obstacles? How do we have the mindset and belief to overcome obstacles? Let's look at stories of individuals who exemplify the power of belief in overcoming adversity. Man, oh man, when you turn on YouTube and you talk to somebody that's lost a limb, or look at what Plexus played, the father son combo. I mean, there wasn't a dry eye in the place, but I bet you after that you didn't have a whole lot of excuses, right? What's our excuse? I have a 2-year-old. I can't make it on the call. I've got to put them to bed. Oh, I have, whatever it is. I broke a nail today. I broke a nail and I feel sorry for myself. Come on. I mean, get over it. I mean, all of us live in North America here. We are blessed beyond belief. And we have a roof over our head. We have food on our table. We have clothes on our back. There is so much that you can be grateful for. So how do you overcome obstacles? Go listen to some stories of people who actually had to overcome adversity, because I'm pretty sure most of us on this call can't even compare to a lot of those whose stories we've seen, right? Yes, I'm not diminishing. We all have our own story. We all have things that we've had to overcome. We all have, you would never know. And I'm not going to share this for, oh my goodness, but you would never know that I was in an abusive relationship for 3 years and I was held at knife point. Nobody hardly ever knows that. Nobody knows that I could have been a statistic. Okay. Nobody knows the adversity that I had to go through. Why? Because I'm an overcomer and I share about my story of overcoming. I don't necessarily share about the adversity I went through, because I want people to know that they can overcome obstacles, because I am a testimony of overcoming some hard things. Okay. And I know you have your own story. So why don't we focus on the overcoming part and not the adversity part? Okay. Let's focus on that instead, because that inspires people. Overcoming inspires people. All right. So how do you overcome obstacles? Go listen to a few stories, and I guarantee that you don't have a whole lot of excuses. All right. Let's look at some resilience and perseverance in the face of challenges. Think back to some things that you have gone through and you have overcome. Because if you did it once before, and if he did it for you, then you'll do it again and he'll do it again for you as well. Okay. And so you're not going to stay stuck. You're not going to stay in the season. It's a season. Seasons change. Seasons change. All right. So you might be in a season right now, but it comes to an end. See, because joy comes in the morning. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And that season of joy is coming on you. That season of perseverance is here for you to go through maybe some things that you can then testify about, because there's somebody else waiting for your testimony. All right. So let's discuss the role of positive thinking, maintaining motivation and determination through some tough times. Okay. Develop a winning attitude. Discuss the attributes of a successful mindset: positivity, optimism. We've done that. You get all the training here at Plexus. You don't have an excuse. We can look at strategies to cultivate a positive attitude on a daily basis. Okay. We can look at individuals who embrace a mindset focused on growth, learning, and improvement. There is no lack. All right. You have it at your fingertips. Now, with the day and age that we live in, it's a click of a button. Go listen to Steve Harvey every morning for 5 minutes, and you'll be like, I'm ready to go. My morning is going to be good. My day is going to be great. Go listen to somebody. Push play. Okay? That's all you've got to do to get yourself out of bed. We're looking at highlighting the importance of setting clear, achievable goals. You've got to have clarity to know where you're going. You have to have a target in order to hit it. If you do not have a target, how are you ever going to know if you're even close to the bullseye? So every month you should be having a target. You should have weekly, daily goals that you even set. If you're serious, then you've got to have clear, concise, achievable goals. You've got to have a target. All right. Sharing techniques to break down goals into manageable steps. If you don't know how to do this, then get yourself together with somebody that does, an upline, sideline, downline, and have them help you map out goals. Guess what? That's one of our topics that you're going to hear later this summer, is setting goals, how to achieve them, how to set them, how to achieve them, all of that. Okay. So the magic of thinking big, the power of belief, a growth-oriented mindset are keys to unlocking your true potential. By expanding your horizon, challenging your limiting beliefs, harnessing the power of your subconscious mind, nurturing a winning attitude, we can pave the way together for remarkable achievements. Remember this, it is never too late to start thinking big and transforming your life. So we're going to embark on this journey together. We're going to leave behind mediocrity and we're going to embrace a future full of endless possibilities, right? Belief and a growth mindset are powerful tools in achieving your goals and overcoming obstacles. When we believe in ourselves and our abilities, we create a positive attitude that drives us to take action. You've got to take action on your thoughts, on your mindset. All right. You've got to persevere through challenges. Believing in your own potential allows you to see that obstacles as temporary setbacks rather than insurmountable roadblocks. They have to move. Obstacles can go over, they can go around, or you can move them. They're not there permanently. Okay. Adopting a growth mindset means recognizing that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and effort. You are not living in a fixed mindset. With this mindset, we view failures and setbacks as opportunities, okay, for learning and growing rather than reasons to give up. Stop giving up on yourself. Stop giving up on those future people that are waiting for you, okay? We see these things as chances to develop new skills and strategies, all right? We want to harness the power of belief, adopt a growth mindset. We want to become resilient and adaptable. We are more likely to seek out solutions, take risks, and persist in the face of adversity with a growth mindset. The mindset also helps us overcome self-limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns that can hinder our progress. Ultimately, belief and a growth mindset enables us to unlock our full potential, achieve our biggest goals. It helps us to empower us to dream big, to take bold actions, and never settle for living in mediocrity. All right. We've got to continue to cultivate these qualities, embarking on this personal growth journey together. So I'm going to give you a few practical steps. All right. We're closing up here. All right. I'm going to take just a couple more minutes. I'm going to give you several practical steps that you can take to cultivate a growth mindset and strengthen your belief in your own abilities. Here is just a few suggestions, okay? We're going to embrace challenges. Number one, we're going to embrace challenges this summer. Instead of avoiding difficult tasks or situations, actively seek them out. Did she just say that? Oh my goodness, I absolutely did. I totally did. I said seek out challenges. Seek out things that make you uncomfortable. Provide opportunities for growth and learning. All right? Go after difficult tasks. Okay, number two, you are absolutely going to adopt a positive attitude. I'm going to take one of those water bottles, like, or you need to ask your spouse or child when you speak something negative, like, a dog, and they're going to spray you with a water bottle right in the face, spray you in the face. That's what you should do. That's a really good thing. Spray you in the face, in your lips, and you'll be like, wake you up. Okay. Focus on the positives, believe in your ability to overcome obstacles, surround yourself with people that are positive influencers and have affirmations that are going to excel and accelerate you into where you need to be. Number three, you're going to set clear goals. You're going to establish specific, realistic goals that align with your interests and your values. Break them down into smaller, achievable steps, and then you're going to track your progress. Remember I said, when you knock on the door of opportunity, guess what's going to come? Work. You're going to work for this because then it's going to be rewarding. It's going to be really rewarding because you're going to see yourself grow over the next 2, 3, 6 months, and you're not going to be recognizable at the end of 2023. People are going to say, what happened to you? Wait a second. Whoa, you're different. You look different. You act different. You speak differently. Whoa. What happened? Number four, you're going to emphasize effort and hard work. Yeah, I just said it again. Understand that effort and perseverance are key ingredients for success. View failures as learning opportunities and keep pushing forward. Number five, practice self-reflection. Regularly, you're going to assess your skills, strengths, and areas for improvement. Be open to feedback and actively seek opportunities for growth and learning. Number 6, you're going to cultivate a love for learning. Well, I don't read. I'm not a reader. I hate reading. Okay. Well, readers are readers. There are multiple ways to read nowadays. There's Audible book, there's YouTube, there's all kinds of different things. Okay. If you don't actually like sitting down with a book, there are multiple ways to skin a cat. There's multiple ways to read a book now. So fall in love with one of them. And guess what? Change your negative self talk that's telling yourself that you're not a reader, that you don't like reading. How about you start waking up every morning? You say, man, I am so thankful that I have the ability to read. I'm so thankful for my sight. I'm so thankful for my ears that I can hear. I'm so thankful that I am given the opportunity to learn a new skill. I actually like reading. I, I tell you this, if you say that for 30 days and come back and tell me that you don't like reading. Okay. 7, surround yourself with supportive individuals. Engage with people who believe in your potential and inspire you to grow. Avoid negative influences that may discourage or limit your growth. Avoid them at all costs. Remember, cultivating a growth mindset is a lifelong journey. Consistently applying these steps are just a few steps that I've given you. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself the ability to gradually grow. You're not going to get there overnight, okay? Give yourself permission to grow. Give yourself permission to learn, but give yourself permission to get there in a journey, okay? It's going to lead to professional growth and all of those things, okay? There's several strategies that we can maintain a positive attitude and belief in one's ability to overcome obstacles, okay? Here's just a couple more. I just got a couple more for you, okay? Have the positive self-talk, okay? So this is a way to maintain a positive attitude. And how do you overcome obstacles? Maintain positive self-talk. Practice it. Practice positive self-talk. Practice replacing negative thoughts with positive ones. Remind yourself of your strengths and your previous successes. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your previous successes. Give yourself a pat on the back sometimes, okay? Set realistic goals. Break down those larger goals, achievable steps, and celebrate your progress along the way to stay motivated. Okay? Give yourself that spa day. If you reach that goal this month, then give yourself a spa day the beginning of August. Give yourself that extra little whatever it is. Give yourself a treat that you wanted. Give yourself a goal that you're working towards, okay? Embrace that failure as a learning opportunity. I'm going to say it again. Practice gratitude. Here's another one. Practice gratitude. Focus on the things that you're grateful for in your life, because I guarantee you this. If you focus on the things that you're grateful for now, you're going to have more things to be grateful for by the end of the week. Okay? This can help shift your perspective. Remind yourself of the positive aspects on your journey. Take care of yourself physically and mentally. If you need a mental break, take it. Okay? It's okay. It's okay to have a mental day. It's okay to pull back. It's okay to take care of your mental state, to take care of your physical. Engage in activities that promote self-care, that such as exercise, prayer, meditation, adequate rest. Take care of your overall well-being, and it can improve your mindset and your outlook just by doing that. Having a self-care day, okay? Seek support when needed. Absolutely, you are not in this on your own. You don't be afraid to reach out for help when facing challenges. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to share with, a person that you trust, okay? Talk to trusted friends, family members, professionals where you need to get guidance and support. Do it, okay? Remember that maintaining a positive attitude and belief in your abilities takes practice and patience. And be kind to yourself and keep persevering. Keep persevering. That's about all I got for you tonight. I hope you got something. Man, I rhymed that up. 47 minutes, guys. 47 minutes. I was like 25. Yeah, not going to happen. Okay. 47 minutes. I did it in under an hour, but I hope that this was a call that you are glad to kick off this summer training with. Natalie, can I have you do me a favor, and can you take a screenshot of the pages here, just so that we have everybody here? Because I will tell you this, if you're not on here 4 more times, you're not getting on our end call.
I took a video of all the names
Okay.
all the participant names.
Okay, perfect. I don't want to scare you, but man, oh man, you got to be here. You got to be in the room. Okay, we're in the Zoom room. You got to be in the Zoom room to catch what's going on. Sometimes you just got to get yourself in the room. If you're not in the room, you're not going to catch it. I guarantee you, the people who listen to the replay, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. You're here and you're in the room, so you got to be in the room. You got to be in the room. The rest of the whatever we got. You got to be here 5 or 7 times. All right. And you don't want to miss one. All right. Thank you so much. Is there any